You guys like my makeup? Try something new, honey, you know. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new here, hi, my name is Elaine, also known as Elle, and I do fashion, beauty and lifestyle videos. So if that's something that you guys are interested in, then please subscribe and turn on the bell notification so that you know each and every time I upload a new video. In today's video, I thought I would film my favorite drugstore beauty products. Now, I'm a lover of drugstore beauty products, and I'm also a lover of high-end luxury beauty products. So when it comes to, for example, my base, I don't compromise. I definitely will go for the high-end luxury beauty brands like NARS, Hourglass, Fenty Beauty as well. I would rather invest my money in my base because I feel like if your base is off, your makeup is off. I love a flawless base, so I make sure that I invest in high-end luxury foundations when it comes to my base. And also blushes as well. I feel like you get a better color payoff when you invest in more luxury or high-end beauty brands, like for example MAC. I love MAC blushes, and I have done for a decade literally. I've, you know, ever since I started uni, I've always loved MAC makeup. So when it comes to blushes, MAC makeup 100%. I also will not compromise when it comes to luxury mascaras or high-end mascaras. I prefer to spend a good coin on good mascaras. I love Dior Pump mascaras. I love the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascaras, and I also love YSL mascaras. So when it comes to higher mascaras, I don't compromise because I feel like you get that really black color payoff, and I really like my lashes to look really black. I find that sometimes with other mascaras, you know, drugstore mascaras are a little bit more grayish and they're not as black and like impactful as high-end ones. But other than that, when it comes to you know, your lips, like whether it's lip creams, lip liners, lip glosses, and when it comes to brow products, and also the occasional concealer, because I do love to have the more luxury concealers like NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer or Urban Decay concealers. But when it comes to lips and brows and brushes, I am all for drugstore beauty brands. So in today's video, I'm going to show you some of my favorite drugstore beauty products. So if you would like to see my favorite drugstore beauty products, then please keep watching. I'm going to start with brushes first, and I love Real Techniques makeup brushes. I've been using them for years and years and years. I absolutely love Real Techniques makeup brushes, and they're very affordable. So I will show you some of my favorite ones. I remember the first time I got Real Technique makeup brushes, they used to, this is like a decade ago or more than a decade ago, they used to, when they first started out, I guess, they did sell packs, like a whole brush set, and it was this kind of like flat top blending brush, and I love this blending brush. I use this to apply my foundations, my liquid foundations, and occasionally my sort of cream stick foundations. I find that this brush blends seamlessly. I absolutely love this. I've forgotten the exact name for this brush, but I'm just going to call it the flat top blending brush. It's great for foundation. It's got that nice flat fluffy top, and you kind of just pat your makeup in, or you can kind of like buff it in. I think it's really great for applying foundation, and it washes very well. It feels very soft. I've had this for like 10 to 12 years, and it's such a great brush. It washes well. It doesn't, the bristles have not fallen out. It still looks absolutely great, and I have used it today, that's why it's a little bit dirty. We also have in that brush set that I got years ago, I think this is called the Expert brush. Now this you can use for like liquid foundations, but I like to use this to buff in my contour, so I definitely do reach for this if I can't find my MAC contour 168 contour brush. I will just reach for this, and I think it buffs it in the contour seamlessly, so I definitely love this Expert brush. And then the other two favorite Real Technique brushes that I do love using for like applying powders, and also initially applying like concealers and things before blending it out. So this brush is kind of like a flat, this is actually called a flat skinny, I think, foundation brush, is it? yes, it's called Pointed Foundation Brush. I like how this applies when you're wanting to apply like foundation initially before blending it out with this brush. I'll just dip into the foundation and like just stroke it on my face, or I will use it initially to apply like cream based concealers, like I'm patting them underneath my eyes. So I like this thin pointed brush, and I think it's really handy for cream and liquid products. And then lastly, this brush. Now I don't know what this one is called, unfortunately it's completely rubbed out, but I do love this brush. Sometimes I do use this brush to like buff out my concealers, but the main use for this brush for me is to apply powders. So when I'm applying like translucent setting powders, if I'm not trying to bake it, I'm just trying to lightly set my under eyes, I definitely reach for this brush and I literally just dip it into my translucent powder and then just swipe underneath, kind of like dust it underneath and in any areas where I don't want to be shiny. I feel like this is a really great brush. I think they don't do this exact same form, but I feel like they have this, they still sell this brush, but it's probably like in a different color. I think they have like a pink color scheme now, so they've changed a lot over the years, but they do still have this. It even might be in, I think I've seen it in a shorter size, like it's in a much smaller size now, but you can still find these brushes in Boots or in Superdrug, or on the Real Techniques website. So these are really great handy makeup brushes and I absolutely love them. Still on makeup brushes, another favorite drugstore beauty brand is Eco Tools. I love Eco Tools. They are eco-friendly makeup brushes, and they look really pretty. They've got that bamboo stick and then these nice synthetic fibers, but they do mimic natural fibers, and I love the fit of them. They're extremely fluffy. I've just picked out two of my favorite ones. This comes in a set of 5 brushes for £10, and you can get this in Boots. I have not seen it in Superdrug, but definitely Boots, and I absolutely love the brushes. But these two are my favorite brushes. This is supposed to be a concealer, tapered sort of concealer brush, I think so anyway, but I chose this brush to use for under eyes as well. So if I'm not using a beauty blender, or if I'm not using the Real Techniques brush, I will use this to blend out my cream based concealers and even liquid concealers with this brush, especially if my beauty blender is dirty. I will reach for this because it's clean, and I will literally just dab in, like, I will literally just dab the liquid concealer under my eyes, and I absolutely love this brush. And then this is an eyeshadow brush, and I absolutely love using this to apply like a wash of colour on my lid. It's so easy to apply powders with this particular brush, and it blends out your eyeshadows very well. So I do love Eco Tools. So that is drugstore brushes. Okay, so next on the list of favourite drugstore beauty products, I absolutely love head over heels, obsessed with NYX or NYX Cosmetics. I love their soft matte lip creams. I've been using their soft matte lip creams for a good few years, not necessarily 10 years, but I think maybe a good 5 to 6 years, and I have not looked back. I used to use a lot of MAC lipsticks and a lot of MAC lip liners, but I find that because you go through your lip products a lot quicker than your bases, just because of the amount of product, and I find that I was constantly buying lip liners and lip glosses and lipsticks from MAC, and it was costing me a fortune. And so I thought, okay, you know, NYX came out, or NYX Cosmetics came out, and I thought, let me try this, you know, and see, you know, I've got nothing to lose. It's only like £5–6 for lip liners and for the soft matte lip creams. I did not look back since. The first product I bought from NYX was the Abu Dhabi soft matte lip cream, and it's this one here. I absolutely love the soft matte lip cream. I think that it is absolutely amazing. Like, it's a great color payoff, especially for you know, for all skin tones, to be honest, but I absolutely love this particular shade on me. I find this is like the perfect nude lip for women of color, anyone who's a similar complexion to me. I find that it definitely looks amazing on, and it dries so well, so matte and seamlessly, because you know there are some matte lip creams that dry and then they make your whole lip so stiff and dry. This doesn't happen with this. Literally, you can like top up your lip and it doesn't crack, it doesn't build up, and you know, it doesn't have that product build up or doesn't crack. So I absolutely love using this, and I recently discovered the the London shade in the soft matte lip cream. This is a slightly lighter shade to the Abu Dhabi one. The Abu Dhabi one, I feel like it's kind of like a honey lip, it's kind of like a honey brown caramel. I'm actually wearing that on my lips now, and then I also have London just dabbed in the center very gently. Like, I don't use London, like, I don't go to town when I apply London. I definitely go to town when I apply Abu Dhabi, because it's such a perfect nude lip for me. But when I kind of want to elevate the dimension of my lip and elevate my nude lip, then I will use the London shade. Yeah, so I absolutely love the soft matte lip creams. As you can see, like, I'm constantly buying them. They only are literally, I think they are like £6, £5 or £6 for these soft matte lip creams. I will link them down below so you guys can check them out. They are available in Boots. They're also, I don't know if they're still available in Selfridges. They used to be. I don't know if they've taken them out, but they're also available in Superdrug as well. And this is for my UK subscribers, and obviously I'm sure NYX Cosmetics is available online, probably in Sephora as well, or Ulta, I'm not too sure. But I absolutely love the lip creams, and I think that if you haven't tried it, you should definitely try it, and try and save your coin when it comes to lipsticks, because I used to use the MAC taupe lipstick. It's like a matte lipstick, and it still is my favorite. It's kind of like a pinky brownie nude, and it was a perfect lip shade for me. I used to use it every single day, and then I discovered the soft matte lip creams from NYX, and Abu Dhabi is my absolute favorite, and then second is London, and I just think it looks absolutely lovely. And to be honest, it goes really well with any like brown lip liner. I feel like first you have to like apply your brown lip liner, color your lip in with a brown lip liner, and then apply the Abu Dhabi first, kind of just like within the lip liner, and then kind of slowly like blend it out. And if you're trying to create that ombre lip, then you can add like a lighter shade, so like the London shade, and just dab it in the center of your lips, and it creates the perfect nude ombre lip. Thank me later when you try this. I kid you not, it is amazing. With lip liners, again, I love NYX lip liners. This is actually a new one that I've fallen in love with, and I've just been buying consistently now. I used to use was it Copenhagen? There's a chocolate shade, there is a urban brown shade I also like use quite consistently in like the lip creams. It's kind of like a creamy lip liner, but I've recently discovered the cocoa shade, and they have different types of like lip liners, but this one is like a general. This is like their normal lip liner, which you can get for like £4 or £5. Absolutely love this cocoa shade. I feel like this is like a new type of brand that they've introduced to their line. It is amazing. Like, I literally color my whole entire lip with this color, and sometimes I'll just leave it like that, or I then will just apply Abu Dhabi, or if I'm not feeling to have a matte lip and I just want to have like a nice glossy lip, then I will use the NYX Praline Butter Gloss. Another favorite is the Praline and Madeline Butter Gloss. They are amazing, and they're great dupes when it comes to the MAC Lust lip gloss. I used to be obsessed with the MAC Lust lip gloss, but again, expensive when it came to buying it monthly, and I just thought, you know what, let me get a cheaper alternative. And the Butter Gloss lip glosses from NYX are amazing, and they're actually, I feel like they are more creamy and buttery and glide on so nicely, better than the MAC Lust. The MAC Lust lip gloss used to be quite tacky after a while, and you couldn't constantly layer it, because if you did, it would gather up and there would be product build-up. But with the NYX Butter Gloss lip glosses, they do not build up, so I do recommend you guys trying that as well. So the next drugstore beauty product that I'm currently obsessed with is Elle Cosmetics by Superdrug. Yes, this is a Superdrug brand, guys, and I absolutely love this concealer. I actually think that this concealer is literally called the Flawless Concealer. These concealers are literally a dupe to NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I kid you not. These concealers are amazing. They literally glide on like a dream. They are now my favorite concealers ever, or one of my favorite concealers. I obviously still love my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, but there is a big price difference, and I feel like, okay, when you're thinking about when you run through your concealers quite quickly, I know I do. So instead of me spending like £24 or 22, however much this NARS Ready Creamy Concealer is, I think it's gone up in price. I think it's like £24 now. But I mean, £24 versus £3.99. I think I'm gonna go for the £3.99 when it comes to me running out of my concealers very quickly. So I absolutely love these concealers. They literally glide on like a dream. They are the closest dupe I personally have found to the NARS Ready Creamy Concealer. It blends seamlessly with a beauty blender, with a concealer brush, it literally buffs in like a dream. So I use the shade medium for under eye highlights, and I absolutely love it. It literally is quite similar to the caramel concealer in the NARS Ready Creamy Concealer. So I use that for my under eyes and buff it out with a beauty blender or a blending brush, and it blends like a dream. And then I also use well, I've recently started using the dark shade in the Flawless Concealer for contouring, because before I used to use my NYX Espresso contour stick, or sometimes I would use my NARS Radiant Foundation, like a darker shade. I think it was Nambia I used to use, but this literally is now my favorite for contouring. It literally is a great, it's not muddy, it's like a great warm brown for contouring, and for £3.99 I will buy as many of these as possible, guys, because it is that good. And I mean, why not? I mean, it's conveniently cheaper than the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I will still use the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, you know, for my days where I want to be bougie, but like everyday makeup I will reach for the Flawless Concealer by B Cosmetics, because literally they are just as good, to be honest. It's not drying. These concealers are very creamy and blendable. They do not dry up quickly, so you can still work with the product. So I definitely recommend you guys trying this. This is an absolute favorite of mine, and for £3.99, why not? The next favorite drugstore beauty brand on my list is Makeup Revolution, or Revolution Makeup. I love their banana powders. They are great dupes to the benign banana powder. Not that I've actually used that, but I heard it's a great dupe. And to be honest, you don't need to spend so much money when it comes to your translucent setting powders. It's literally just to, I mean, obviously when you're thinking about flashback, I think the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder is amazing because you get no flashback, and it's like literally it melts into your skin. It's beautiful. But prior to me discovering the Laura Mercier translucent powder, I used to use the MAC Pep and Prime one. I didn't like that one. That had crazy flashback. But then I find that this one doesn't have, like, it has flashback, but it's not bad. Like, it just looks like a good under eye highlight. Like, you look awake. So I mean, I do love this luxury powder, and I think that I will always have this in my makeup kit, because I find that, you know, it's something that I can alternate between the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder and then obviously this one. So this is in the banana shade, and I think it's decent, and it's only like, how much is this? I think it's like £7, something like that. I will link everything down below, guys, because I cannot remember the prices off by heart, but still way more affordable than, you know, your more luxury high-end brands like Laura Mercier, which is £30 for a translucent setting powder. I mean, this is literally a fraction of the price. Another favorite product from Makeup Revolution is the Correct, or Conceal and Correcting Concealer. I love this concealer. Literally, this is the shade, an orange shade, and I love to use this for color correcting, especially if I'm feeling like my dark circles are really like there. Then I will use this, and especially around my mouth, because I do have some discoloration and hyperpigmentation around my mouth. So I will literally use this orange concealer to just literally color correct and then apply my foundation. And I actually really do love this one. I've used different color correctors, but so far this is my favorite, and it's only like £3 or £4, and it does the job, to be honest. You don't need to go and spend, you know, crazy amount of coins on a color corrector that you're not really gonna see anyway. To be honest, it's gonna be covered up by foundation or concealer. So, you know, I find that this one is alright. I mean, the only thing I don't like is I feel like it does dry very quickly. So if you're gonna use this, I feel like if you apply like a nice oil or hydrating moisturizing cream and then apply this straight after with a beauty blender, then it blends very well. But if you're applying it to like dry skin after you've put like your mattifying primer, this dries really quickly, so you're not going to be able to work well with it if you are using like a really matte primer and you kind of leave it to like start to dry before you've even blended it. My next favorite drugstore beauty product and brand, again back to NYX, and this is focusing on brows. So do you like my brows? Actually guys, I've tried this new feathered fluffy brow look, so let me know if you like it. But yeah, I absolutely love using NYX or NYX Cosmetics brow setting gels. I have been using two particular brow setting gels for a very long time. One of them you've already seen. I showed you this in two of my videos actually, my everyday makeup video, and also in another chit chat get ready with me. This is my favorite brow setting gel. It's a brow setting mascara, I beg your pardon. So this is a brow setting mascara, but I just call it brow setting gel, it's the same thing. But this brow setting mascara is like the perfect dark brown. It's the color espresso, and I find that this is like the perfect dark brown to use to set my brows. Like after filling in my brows, I then just literally use this to kind of like brush through my brows, and it holds my brows in place the whole day. I don't have to worry about my brows when I use this product, so I definitely recommend using this. But for my no makeup days, when I'm just like chilling at home, or you know, having to go to the corner shop, or you know, whatever, if I'm not going far and I don't want to fill in my brows, I do just apply the NYX or NYX Professional Makeup Control Freak eyebrow gel. So this is like a clear transparent gel, and I like to like brush through my brows just to hold them in place, and they just make my brows look more alive and not just like ugh. So I do love using this. I don't use it as often as I use this one. I'll just go and get that. I don't use this one as much as I use this one. This brow mascara is my favorite. I use it every single day, and I am always purchasing this again and again and again. So I will link these two products down below. Okay guys, so my last favorite drugstore beauty product or beauty brand is this lip gloss. It's actually an Extreme Lip Plumper by Barry M. So yeah, I know Barry M is, from what I can remember, was known for their amazing nail polishes, and they were like, it's kind of, to me, I view them as a kiddie like makeup brand. But I did stumble across this, and it's basically a lip plumper, and it actually is a great dupe to the Dior lip plumper. It literally does the job. You don't need to spend like, how much is the Dior lip plump? I think it's like almost £30 for the lip plump. Maybe it's like 20 something pounds, I can't remember. They're almost £30 for the lip plump, and this is only like £5, I think it is. I'll link it down below. But this is a great dupe to the Dior lip maximizer, I think it's called. Literally, this swells your lips up and makes them look so juicy and so nice and so voluptuous. Like honestly guys, I absolutely love this. So again, for like when I want to have like a nice glossy lip, if I'm not using the NYX or NYX Butter Gloss lip gloss in Madeline and Praline, I will reach for this. This is another favorite of mine. I like to use this just naturally, like without any product on my lip. I'll just apply this like just to kind of give my lips a nice juicy look if I'm going like to the shops or whatever it is. But I also like to apply this over my Abida lip cream. It just makes your lips look extra juicy and sexy. It's really nice. So I love using this. So this is a great dupe to the Dior lip maximizer or lip plumper. You don't need to go and spend your coins on that. I'm sorry, I just have to be honest. I think this does the job. So definitely try it guys and let me know what you think. Okay guys, so that is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed my favorite drugstore beauty products and beauty brands. If you like any of the things or any of the items that I have mentioned in this video, you can find the links to these products down below. And let me know if there's any drug products that you think I should try. I am trying to explore more of the drug products. I do like L'Oreal. Like L'Oreal is like a decent brand. I mean, growing up I think we all used to use that Dream Matte mousse, even though it wasn't our shade. But anyway, thank you so much guys for watching. Please don't forget to like this video, comment down below and subscribe.